Namaste. Today's story is Aditya Hrudayam. Most of you know about the Ramayana, the story of the Ramayana. This was written by Rishi Valmiki some 5,000 years ago. It is considered the Adi Kavya or the first poem, divided into sections. One of the last sections is called the Yuddha Kanda, the battle section, the section of the battle. That section describes in many verses the war between Shri Rama and Ravana. So in this Yuddha Kanda, Shri Rama has gone to Lanka to fight with Ravana. Rama has tried everything, right? He has even sent his messenger Hanuman to talk with Ravana so that Ravana can send back Rama's wife Sita Devi, who he will have kidnapped. So, that is the reasoning for all the battle. Now, nothing has worked and the war has started. Rama has in his army Vanaras, monkey-like creatures, apes. He has bears. Vibhishna is there. Ravana's brother has come onto his side. Because Vibhishna will also have tried to tell Ravana and nothing would have worked. So Vibhishna has come onto the side. Then of course, Rama's brother Lakshmana is there. But then, nobody else. He doesn't have any other humans in his army. It's just the Vanaras, human-like, so that is the apes or monkeys, Hanuman and Angada and Neela and Nala and all of them. While Ravana has a huge army, very well organized army, all humans with asuric strength, that is demonic strength. They know all different kinds of fighting techniques. They can even use the cloak of invisibility, magic. They have the ability to string many bows at a time and shoot arrows of different types. They can bring down rain, they can create fire, they can create clouds and smoke. They can rain down poisoned arrows. They are masters of warfare. While Rama's army of bears and monkeys, they can pick up boulders and trees and maybe small pebbles, and they can wrestle, but they don't know much about bows and arrows and magic and any such thing. They know how to jump. They jump really, really long jumps and high jumps. But that's about it. And bears. Bears, they can stand up on their hind feet and look really, really menacing. And they can hold up a human and just squeeze them. But what's all that in front of bows and arrows, which are really poison and other kinds of weapons? There is no equality in terms of ability to fight. Ravana's army was really, really good. Shri Rama and Lakshmana both were very good warriors. Now, the two of them knew all the different methods of warfare. They had been trained by so many gurus. Okay? And they had killed many Rakshasas too. So now, what happens during this fight? We have two really good warriors with an army of strong monkeys and bears fighting against a very, very well organized army of demons or humans with demonic strength. Now, the fight starts. Day one, Rama fights hard as Ravana's men have to go back, they have to retreat. Day two, the opposite happens. Day three, again they win some. So they win some, they lose some. The Rakshasas lose a lot of their people. Rama's army also loses a lot. Now, days go on like this. Lakshmana gets hit really, really hard. And Hanuman flies all the way to the Himalayas and brings back a part of the mountain so that the doctor of their army could make Lakshmana okay. So Lakshmana is revived with full strength again. And so the fight goes on. Rama sees that there is really no way by which his army can fight against Ravana's army and win. And he looks and he says, we're just going to keep losing lives. And this war is just going to continue. Nothing is going to happen. Nothing good is going to come of it. So what is the point? And he gets very, very depressed, dejected, anxious. All these negative feelings are in him. And he just sits down and he says, I give up. His whole army, his brother, Vibhishna, everyone tried to make him feel good again and say, no, we can fight, we can do it. But nothing helps Rama get back to his positive feelings. So, what is happening? All the gods up above in the Swarga, everyone are seeing what is happening. Because this was a very big battle of those days. So the news is going to everyone somehow. Not by TV, not by radio, but there is some way that all this news was passing by to everyone. And so was it to Rishi Agasthya, Agastya Muni. So when he sees that Rama is so dejected, he comes. He comes to the battlefield. And he goes to Rama and he says, Oh Rama, get up. I will teach you something. I will teach you a mantra. I will teach you a prayer that will bring back in you all your abilities and you will feel good and you will be able to fight against Ravana. This prayer, it is a prayer to Surya Deva. It is a prayer to Ravi, to Vivaswan, to Dinakara, to Surya. These are all different names of Surya. It is a prayer to Vivaswan, the bright one. If you pray to him, then you will get back all the energy. And he teaches him the prayer. This prayer is called the Aditya Hrudayam. With your heart, you are praying to the sun god, who is the creator of everything. To him who created this whole universe. This is what Rishi Valmiki has written in the Ramayana. He says that Agastya came. So Rishi Valmiki, when he wrote the Ramayana, he was writing a story of what had happened to Shri Rama and his family. So it was a historical treatise written as a poem. So in that he has written that during this war, Agastya Muni came to Shri Rama and told him about this mantra, Aditya Hrudayam. Agastya Muni says, I'm going to give you a very powerful mantra. This mantra is not new. It has been recited for ages and ages, but you don't know it. And so I will tell you that. And you, after reciting this, will get the power back in you. And you can then tell others about it. So obviously, Rama will have said, yeah, okay, tell me what it is. And in this prayer, the Aditya Hrudayam, where from your heart, from deep inside your heart, you pray to Surya, to the sun god. In it, it is described who Surya is. Surya, the son of Aditi, the one with the golden womb. From her was born Surya. Surya is that primordial light, that ignition, which just grows and grows and grows and expands into beautiful light. A golden light with reddish hues. He is the creator of all the planets, of Prithvi, of Shani, of Yama. He is the creator of the god of death. He is the creator of morning, of afternoon, of evening, of twilight, of sunrise, of sunset. He is the creator of all the mountains and all of the rivers. He is the creator of the sky and the creator of the heavens. And he is prayed to by all creation, all that has been created, even all the gods and all the Rakshasas, the sons of Diti and the sons of Aditi, all of them pray to him. Because he is the main creator. He is Prajapati. He is the creator of the oceans. He is the friend of the oceans. He creates the rains. He creates the winds. He creates Agni. Everything. And in the prayer, all this is described. And he finally tells Rama, say this 3 times and you will get all the power of Surya in you. You will no longer feel the anxiety that you're feeling, because Surya, he is so bright, he takes away all sadness. He is the destructor of ignorance. He destroys sadness. He destroys all sorts of darkness. Darkness is not just dark night, but also the darkness that is within your heart when you are very sad. He brings knowledge everywhere. He is that sun. After saying this, Agastya just returns back to where he came from. And Rama, he stands up, then he goes, looks at the sun, and he starts telling his prayers. he sings the Aditya Hrudayam. And everyone else also says it, his whole group says it. And then he is back. He has all the confidence that he will win. And he goes back and starts the battle afresh. And the rest is history. He wins the battle. He is able to kill Ravana and crown Vibhishana as king of Lanka, get back his beloved wife Sita, and go back to Ayodhya. So that is the story of Aditya Hrudayam. So say the Aditya Hrudayam and be happy. Namaste.